Hey guys, it's Molly from Progress Pure, and this whole YouTube clip is about Thailand. Now, when I was in Thailand, unfortunately the camera which I had bought specifically for the holiday broke, which I did a YouTube video on before. If you're into technology stuff, check it out. But that camera broke, which was super annoying, so I only have some clips from Thailand but not the whole thing. So it is about 4 days of my holiday in Thailand, but I'll be filming new really cool videos on this camera. The reason why I haven't in the last couple months, I'm going to put my hands up here and say it's literally been my fault. I've been going on holiday and I haven't been filming things, planning things, I haven't been consistently posting blog posts and YouTube videos, which I'm really disappointed in myself in, but I'm making the promise to myself that from this week, once a week, I'm going to be doing a blog post and a YouTube video. I love doing them, so it's really stupid that I don't take the time to sort out my content, because that is something I need to do. September goals right here. Really hope you enjoy this video. I'll be doing a few more videos this weekend and posting them in the next couple of weeks, and some blog posts. If you ever have any ideas or suggestions about any content you would like to see or things you would like me to talk about, not a problem, please comment somewhere. I read all comments if you want to chat. I just winked at you. Is that weird? I don't know. Anyway, the first holiday I went on was Thailand, which was amazing. I've never been to Thailand before, so it was seriously a cool place to visit. Me and my best friend Maisie ended up going to Koh Samui and Koh Tao, and we decided to go because of New Horizon retreats. Experience things like trapeze, bungee jumping, rock climbing, boxing, Muay Thai boxing is something we did there, and we stayed in this really awesome villa with this group of really cool, funny people, and it essentially kind of felt like they were our family for the week. Kind of kept on referring it as the Big Brother house, because that's what it felt like. It was just so funny and we had such a great time. So the next selection of videos are all the clips which I managed to film whilst I was there. The beginning of this Thailand clips starts off with a very pale, ill-looking me meeting Maisie and Sarah Jane, this other girl that we went on the trip with, who I actually met from Instagram. Ended up taking the plane to Singapore, stopping off at Changi Airport, and then flying from there to Koh Samui. Getting some grub in before I get on the plane.
Hey, that's my mouth.
We are on the way to Heathrow Terminal 5 right now to go meet Maisie, who I'm travelling to Thailand with, and Sarah Jane. I'm excited to go get some Pret in the airport. We are half an hour to that. We had a bit of turbulence along the way. Disgusting. Wish you guys what Singapore is like. Right? Got to Singapore airport, got some green tea, chilling. Next stop is Koh Samui. Just spent a couple hours in the Singapore airport, looking like a total wreck right now. Speak yourself. Finally got to the villa and it is amazing. We're heading out to
Samui, I think.
Samui Beach to go get some dinner and watch some more fire shows, which I didn't bring my camera out to yesterday to film, so today I'll be doing that. Day 2 from New Horizon retreats. Already managed to get like 4 or 5 mosquito bites. They love me. Today we're off to do a light hike to the breakfast place, then doing a 45-minute hike to these cliffs, and then we'll be cliff jumping, so I'll be filming that today. Officially in the jungle. Day 2 in the Big Brother house, tropical version. We've limited us to 1 bottle of water a week. So, surviving off this today. You can hear the lizards, we are subject to poisonous snakes, hazardous spiders, and terrifying insects. Have reached the cliff jumping point. Thumbs up. Solid thumbs up.
I'll go away 5 now.
How do we get in?
Who has the key?
Who's got the key? James, the key.
Wait. We got to Butterfly Bar, guys. The hiking team, pretty knackered, absolutely drenched in sweat. Lights absolutely everywhere on my legs, you can see. Off to go get some lunch and then do some trapeze.
Lunch.
It's food time.
Hi.
I didn't realise it was going to be that flashy.
Coming out to Thailand,
It wasn't like that on the way here.
Back of it, guys. And then prevent you.
What was it called? Koh Nang Yang. Apparently it is the only 3 islands in the world which are attached, which are conjoined by a beach. Joined. Gomez. Sparkling car. was a bug going around on Koh Tao whilst I was there, and it made my best friend really sick, and then I got really sick. My best friend is actually really quite small, so she's like very petite. So when she got sick, it was like 11 p.m. on a Saturday night, and it was actually so stressful because she started throwing up, and I, like, my mum's Irish, I have a very kind of like hardcore attitude to certain things, and I was like, oh, she's fine, you know, she's just throwing up, but she'll be better in a bit. And then she had to go to the toilet as well, like simultaneously. So then I was like, okay, this is definitely not right. And her stepmom actually FaceTimed me and was like, listen, you need to get Maisie on a drip, that's a fly, soon, because she's so petite that like she can be dehydrated really, really quickly. So I was like, okay, I'm on a mission, I need to find a drip. We're in the middle of Koh Tao, there are like no hospitals. I was like, okay. And it's like Party Island, Saturday, 11 p.m. There are drunk people everywhere, and I'm like running through the streets, like, is there a pharmacy, is there a pharmacy? I find a pharmacy, and there's a woman sitting there who doesn't speak any English, and I was like, do you know if there's a doctor or anything on the island? She goes, there's no doctor, no hospital, you have to fly to Koh Samui. What? Imagine me. I have to fly my best friend out to Koh Samui within the space of probably an hour before things get really, really bad to make sure that she's okay, she's put on a drip. Okay, this seems very like impossible to do, and I have no clue how to do this, so I need to find somebody else who can help me because this woman can speak English. So I'm still chasing around the island. There are huge drunk parties going on, people with like fire, flamethrowers. It was crazy. I managed to find this old woman, my friend, she needs help, blah, blah, blah. And the woman's like, okay, there's a clinic up that road. So now I'm running up this like dirt track road. I get into the clinic, and there's one person in there, and there's a patient who's covered in blood, and there's blood all over the floor, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is this person covered in blood? And he'd just been bitten by a stray dog on the beach. Right, okay, cool. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I've got rabies and my friend's dying at home. I need to sort something out pretty ASAP. So I'm talking to the doctor, and she was like, okay, you need to go get your friend right now and bring her here. So I was like, okay. Run back, get little Maisie, try and bring her to the hospital. Maisie is like passing out, walking to the hospital, like fainting. I'm like, it's okay, Maisie's fine, we're nearly there. Sorry guys, media card was full. Anyway, back continuing with the story. So I'm trying to persuade Maze, let me just adjust that. Oh, can't. Okay, we're gonna stick with this camera angle even though I think it's slightly bent. I've got Maze trying to bring her to the hospital while she's passing out, trying to reassure her that like everything's gonna be okay, whilst her mum is on the phone to me being like, you know, Maze is in your hands, Mo. And I'm like, yeah, cool, okay, no worries, totally cool. We get to the hospital and they make her fill out this form while she's literally passing out. And then eventually get her inside, take her on a drip. I had to be like the doctor, okay, my friend is literally passing out, you need to help her. And he kind of like shouted at me and got a bit angry because I was like being intense. But anyway, I had a right to be intense. I'm far away from home, my parents aren't here. This child is literally in my hands. Well, not literally. Anyway, finally we put her on a drip and it was all super confusing. They wouldn't tell me what kind of drip she was on. The communication was really, really bad. I ended up sleeping on the floor for a couple of hours. Maisie woke up in the night several times vomiting, but in the end, she was okay. Actually, I did a super weird thing that night. I think when you see someone being really ill, it makes you realize how easy it is to kind of get sick and feel weak from things really quickly, if that makes sense. So I literally slept 3 hours on the floor in that hospital room that night, then went for about 40-minute run on the beach, and then went to the gym for like an hour session, and I was on like no sleep. And I was just, I don't know, I think in those situations when you just feel really anxious, you just, exercise is one of those things that's kind of like a release. It kind of shows you, okay, I'm in control, it's fine, I can still do this. And the next day we headed to Koh Samui. The only thing she could eat were these little like coconut biscuits, which I was obsessed with. I'm a big biscuits person, and Maze like would have to eat them. So every hour I'd be like, Maze, have a biscuit, and each time she'd have a biscuit, I'd obviously take a biscuit. And then we were in the hotel in Koh Samui, and I started feeling a bit rough. So I said to Maisie, like, I don't really feel well, I'm a bit worried. And she was like, okay, have a biscuit. And I looked at her and I was like, Maze, I genuinely cannot stomach a biscuit. And that's how I knew something was seriously wrong, because I loved these biscuits. So as soon as Maisie heard that, she was like, right, okay, we're going to hospital straight away. We went to hospital, I was put on a drip, I stayed there overnight, and we were fine. So apart from food poisoning, Thailand, New Horizon escapes, everything was awesome. Thanks for watching, guys.